Leaving Charleville, we stopped for lunch in the quaint town of Augathella, and the town also had a nice camp spot right on the river. 215 kilometres from Augathella is Blackall. Blackall was the first outback town to start drilling an artesian bore. While checking out the pioneer bore, hot water was coming out this pipe and just flowing down the drain. The black stump at Blackall was used for surveying purposes to correctly align the map of Queensland. We enjoyed swimming at the Blackall Aquatic Centre, and entry fee was just $2 each. What a great asset for the community. How's the size of these cattle trucks? Massive. The next day we travelled through Barcaldine and checked out the Tree of Knowledge. It's not until you walk underneath you realise this magnificent structure. The wooden pieces were clanging in the wind. From Barcaldine, we arrived at Ilfracombe and drove along the machinery mile. We stayed at the Ilfracombe van park. The cost was $37 with power and water. What an awesome camp kitchen at the Ilfracombe van park. I can just picture being around that awesome fireplace on a cold night. We enjoyed a swim at the Ilfracombe Artesian Spa, while Peter tried to tackle the statue of rugby great Matt Scott. That afternoon, we walked to the nearby quirky, well-shot hotel to check out the memorabilia and have a drink at the bar. We had awesome burgers in the beer garden for dinner. Time to leave Ilfracombe and head for our next destination, Longreach. We spent several hours doing the tour of the Qantas Foundation Museum. The Avro 504K was the first Qantas aircraft and was used for 5 years. It was modified to carry up to 2 passengers as well as the pilot. Peter enjoyed the hands-on flight simulators. Catalina flying boats played important roles in the 1950s, enabling flights to remote villages in New Guinea and around the South Pacific, where aerodromes hadn't been built. The de Havilland DH-50 was able to carry 4 passengers. The de Havilland DH61 was one of two on the Cloncurry Charleville service. It could carry 8 passengers and had a toilet.
Ridiculously so, from air conditioners.
The Constellation was used on the route between Sydney and London, and in its day was the longest air service in the world. They were the first to feature flight hostesses and the first aircraft to have cabins pressurised.
One ticket like this can take you to Europe, America, the Far East, Africa. So widespread, so efficient is the Qantas organization that if you wish, you can buy one ticket for luxury travel to practically every country in the free world. One straightforward booking.
Oh, that's good. We've got to have a look at that, eh?
The Boeing 707 was the first jet of 13 purchased by Qantas, replacing the propeller-driven Constellation.
Would have been very flash back in its day.
Oh.
First class, thanks. It's got the gold. Oh dear.
You've also got the John Travolta meet and greet photo up here. So John was in front of our aircraft and Murray Warfield, the pilot of our aircraft, was in front of John's. Very similar to a railway carriage. Narrow corridor on one side, all of the rooms on the other. In all of the rooms, you've got mirrors over the walls to make them appear larger than what they actually are. First room's a toilet. Now, on the toilet, there's a padded seat, which would have doubled as a makeup stool. Second room, sitting area. Third, a bedroom. Now, in the adjoining the bedroom, you've got an ensuite. Now, in that ensuite, just to add to the opulence, you've got a bidet. Yes. And further into the cabin, towards the front, facilities are pretty basic. That's where the crew members sat. Come on through, have a look.
That's where you do the wing walk. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. It's flash, isn't it? The Boeing 747 was the first Qantas aircraft named after a Western Australian town, Bunbury. It is the only surviving Boeing 747-200 with Rolls-Royce engines.
What's that section over there for where all the stairs are? Platform?
Oh, just over here. Yes.
This one's in-seat,
No, so they basically got.
that screen, they didn't have screens, individual screens, you had your screens there and there. Yep,
Yeah. all had to watch the same thing. And duck and weave between all the heads in front of you. Now, up in the ceiling cavity here, you've got a whole heap of pipes. That's all part of your air conditioning system for the aircraft as well.
Wow.
For a price tag. I'll leave you in suspense just for a couple of minutes.
Tokyo, it was Osaka to Hong Kong. It was just like from. No, well, it was totally old. It was a long time ago. Didn't like it. This is where the economy seats for us. Three, like, I think that's what I didn't like about it. It was small
Curved.
and curved, yeah.
There's not much head height here, is there?
Yeah, I still can't remember the flight. It was, I just know it was from somewhere over there, like it was the overnight to Australia, and
Right.
it was probably that it's so.
Yeah.
Claustrophobic.
There was an art exhibition on at Longreach Qantas Museum while we were there. It was quite fascinating with all the mirrors. From Longreach we headed to Winton. The town square was decorated with thousands of hand-knitted red poppies in readiness for Anzac Day. We walked along Arnos Wall, containing almost every household item you could imagine. I tried my luck on the musical fence. Don't think I'll ever make it into a band. We went to the outdoor cinema at night. What an experience under the night stars. Thanks for watching. In the next episode we explore Con Curry, Mary Kathleen Uranium Mine, Daly Waters and Mataranka.